And girls, everyone else, good evening. We're here live from the TDR studios, if you may want to call it that. It's Tuesday night, and that means we're racing, and it's Division 1 Round 2 of the Season 5 Championship. We're here with the best of the best. Unfortunately, we don't have full lobby. Bit expected, actually, during this World Cup period, and some people, unfortunately, having to study or having their employers and demanding them to work extra. And one of our drivers had to work extra. Yari, the season 3 champion, fortunately not available. Nor is his rival Tool. But we have enough great drivers on the grid today. Is Shabby in? Shabby is in. So the defending champion, who had a pretty disappointing round 1, is in with his teammate Wesley. His qualifying has just started on this track in China. Let me put on all the info for you. Right, we see Wesley here leaving the pit lane, so they are representing Alfa Romeo. Wesley in car 99, Shabby in car 34, named after, well, Apinuri from Ajax. We have, of course, the dynamic Canadian-British duo of DTR Nojak and Dimix. Nojak in car 25 for Alpha Tauri. Dimix here, I think it's car 19. Yeah. Right, we have the Ferraris with Polhas, the Dutch driver. I think he's just about to leave the pit lane. Car, I couldn't see that. Trucker. Scotsman. Car 93. Of course, we have. Who else? Well, Black Mamba. On his own today, as his teammate Marcel is not available. Marco, aka Black Mamba, is driving for Aston Martin. We have the McLaren team with Joe Royal and Stan Dan. Stan Dan with 87, Joe Royal. I should be with 15, right? If that's in his name. And I think Joe Royal is starting his hot lap now. Of course, driving with 15. What is he going to do in the first sector? 24.327. That seems fairly quick. One of the better drivers from last week, Joe Royal, had pole position, but was in trouble early on. On his way in, the second sector now comes up. And the end of it, and it goes into the left-hander with an immediate long right-hander up onto the straight. In this 16-corner track. What is he going to do? He comes out with the hairpin. We're going to see a lot of overtakes on the hairpin. Final turn, turn 16. Comes out a little wide, but keeps it on track. And sets the first time 32.107. I think that's a pretty good time. And that's quicker than Shabby, who's on a 32.5. His teammate 32.9, Stan Dan 33.1. Yeah, I think that's a really good time here. It could be pole. Although my pole prediction for today, actually is a bit lower than the 32.1. Oh, Standen loses the rear a bit. Let's go to Fox, defending the Alpine colors on his own tonight. My pole time prediction is a 31.9. Let's see if anyone can get close. Or am I way too ambitious here? Here comes Sporehouse. Through the final corner, 32 point. No, 33.1. That's a bit disappointing. Here we go then with Fox, 34.1. That is below his standards. And we have Lynx, last week's winner actually. And let's see, Lynx is the only driver who has not set a time yet. Doubt he actually will. No, he's coming in. Right, this is the moment where I can change a few settings. I'm gonna lower the sound a little bit, so you could probably hear me better. Yeah, it should make my voice a bit louder over the effects from the cars. Right, welcome everyone. All drivers have done their first outings. And only one driver, the Mercedes driver, Lynx, the winner of last week, has not set a time, everyone else has. And so the pole is set by Joe Royal with a 32.1. Back to the beginnings. I'm your commentator tonight, Bog. Unfortunately, on my own, as my co-commentator of usual, Nell is a bit delayed with work. He may join later on, but don't hold your breath up. Could be that he's only here after the race. We'll see about that. If not, then apologies. It's just me. And if Nell is able to join in, you'll notice right away. Right, 10.5 minutes to go in quali. Everyone is in the pit lane, probably waiting for the second run to come out. And who is that? I think it's Standen. Oh, it's both McLarens. Yeah, both. It's really quiet on track now, as we have Joe Royal on track. We have Standen and no one else, and there comes Brent. Well, there's not a lot of traffic right now, guys, so that may help. Meanwhile, not much is going on at the moment, as no one is on a hot lap. Let's have a look. Who is who's on the stream? Give me a heads up if you are. MG Max me, of course. We have Hammers. Hammers, what? Oh, you're on holiday, right? Anyone else, guys? Who's there? Let me know if you're there. Give me a shout. Any questions, ask them in the YouTube chat. But most of all, we're going to have a look at what football is going on at the World Cup. It was 2-0 Argentina versus Croatia at halftime in the semis. So let's have a look. We're in minute 52. It's still 2-0 Argentina. So I'll keep an eye on that. And I'll inform you if there is a goal scored. Right. Let's go back to Joel Roy on stand. Joel Roy. Oh! Well, better focus on his teammate Stan. He's up 2 tenths. And was in P9. Sorry. Oh, I'm really sure Stan is a driver that's capable of going below the 33s. The Danish driver. Oh! Right. So did his teammates. Oh, Dimix is taking an alternative route here. Who's this? No jug. That's considering his lap time. He's on an up lap. Hot lap could be. Who is next? And Brent was next. Also not a good lap. So let's focus on who is. Where's Shabby? No, I think Wesley. 32.9 is starting now. So let's go on to Shabby. No, that's not an improvement. No, it goes in. How about last week he was a surprise, Stavroulis, the Greek, but now he's just here and we just want to say P4, he's up to P5 as Prince and Lynx have passed him, but still Stavroulis is doing a very fine job here. One of the reserves you'll see in action many times this season. So Prince in his Red Bull in P2, Lynx in P3. And here comes Nojak. Let's follow Nojak. Let's go on board with the Canadian. He's up 4 tenths. 4 tenths would bring him on. Burns is out, by the way. 4 tenths would bring him 32.4. Could mean P4 for him. But maybe he finds even more. Looks like a good lap. 32.3, that is P3 for him. Well done. Bossmot is going to start a hot lap. Yeah. So I think once again we have no one really on a hot lap. Not sure what the Fox is doing here, but parking it here. Okay. Here comes Fullhouse, but he's coming in. Next car is probably Nojak coming in as well. And then we have Wesley. Well, I think Wesley's coming in as well. So I think most drivers will be coming in. I just stay in and go for a third run. Well, you always have to see Wesley's coming in, definitely. Then we have... Oh, Bustos is actually on a hot lap. But he aborts it. So everyone in the pit again. Right. I think we're going to see a very busy final run where everyone comes out. Who's what. And Dimix is the first. Well, a lot of guys... you'd think want to save up tires for the race. Less than 3 minutes in quali. Dynamics warming up his tires. Several cars are coming out. You need to be quick now if you want to be able to set a time in the remaining minutes. Right, let's stay on board with Dynamics. He'll be the first to kick off. Take this corner into a third. Stay some high gears relatively. Now here comes the important second sector. And especially here in turn 7, it's really easy. Turn 7 and 8 to lose the grip. Go a little wide here, but he does it all very nice. He is up nearly a tenth, and that is, well, that's not bring him a lot of positions. The map actually shows he's purple in sector 2. Not sure if that's true. The game usually makes a bit of mistakes with that, but let's hope he's not gonna be hindered by any traffic. The car there moved over. Let's see what Dylan is up to. Can he improve? Can he improve? Nearly 2/10. That's P6 for him. Next car on its way is... Oh, Lynx has spun. And that means that we're going to see Black Mamba. Official timing is over, so anyone crossing the line now will be too late. Belma a bit disappointing here, we're at 33.2. Is he able to improve? Oh yeah. 2.5 tenths, well done, Marco, P11. Next car, I think, is No Joke. Throws it round at hairpin. Has he got something? Has he got something? Oh, now he gets pole. Does he? Does he? Wesley? P9. Oh, last week it was Joe Royal who... Let's switch to Shabby. He's close to the finale. It was Joe Royal who destroyed the No Jack party. Shabby is not able to. He goes to P4, but it's still the No Jack party. No, Joe Royal gets up. Prince is not going to do it. No, Steph definitely is not. Dylan is not. Bosmats is not. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Canadian pole position. It's the No Joke party. Well done, well done, well done. Who would have thought like about a year ago when he was at the bottom of Division 5. That he'd be on pole position in D1 a year later. No, that is massive improvement. He won the most improved driver of the season before. But boy, with result last season, I think he was 22nd in the standings with just 18 points. Look where he is now. Now, don't let his flag doubt you. He really is Canadian. Right, so quali standings: Noja, Joel Royal, Prince, Shabby, Links, Stav, and then we have Dimix, Bossmods, Wesley, Polhouse, we have Trucker, Black Mamba, Stenden, Fox Blue, and Brent. That's your starting order. Some disappointing times, actually. Everyone above 33. I think there's a lot of Division 2 drivers who will be doing better than that. No disrespect, but I think these are drivers that should be able to be quicker than that. Right, a no-jerk pole. Now, let's hope he can convert this pole position into a good race result. He was 4th last week. And actually finishing races without incidents is already new, but close to the podium, his best result in Division 1. But now, can he do even better? Right, drivers are choosing their strategy, tires to start on, when to pit, amount of fuel. Meanwhile, at the World Cup, still is 2-0 in Argentina's favor. As we start the formation lap. Well, Foxblue and Brent must have had contact with each other. Let's have a look at tires. Jock decides to start on mediums, Royal on Joe on hards, Prince on mediums, Shabby and Links on hards. It's a bit of mixed actually. But I think Jug's strategy will be to keep the lead and run away and gain some advantage, hoping for no safety cars. Because if there are any, it might be in his disadvantage. Right, so that's the tires. Now let's have a look at position change at the start, so we know who is up and down. So drivers are on the final meters of their warm-up, entering the straight. Here we go. On your right, you'll see The AlphaTauri of No Jock. On your left, you'll see Joy Roll as the red lights are on all 5. And off we go! Oh, I think that's a good start, but No Jock. That's a good start. Oh, a very good start, actually, by Prince here. And Prince takes the lead, coming from P3. Oh, that's a good start by the Red Bull driver. Right. Chevy up to P3. Oh, but loses the position now to Lindy's. Oh, Chevy's round. Oh boy, another poor start of the race for Chevy here. Oh, as we have. Oh! Links, wow. Completely missed the corner there. Just gonna lose a few positions. Back to the lead. Prince got the lead. No Jack in second. Royal in third now. Links didn't drop too much. He's P4. Staff to P5. Where did Chevy go? How far? Oh, he's pretty far behind. 5 seconds behind the others. Right. Here they come. On the long straight, and we have a yellow. Who's that yellow? I think it's Fox Blue. Of course. Seems like it all went safely here through the first hairpin. Mama moving up 4 positions. Seems to be one of the big winners here. Oh, Wesley in trouble. Oh boy, what's wrong with this Alfa Romeos? I mean, yes, you lost Vasseur today, but come on. You guys can do better. He's going to get overtaken by Fox Blue here. And Alfa Romeo boys are in 13 and 15. Princeton on the lead. And he actually building a gap. He has a 1 second gap over Nojak. And Nojak needs to learn that despite losing his pole position, he needs to focus on race and not just on the first position. Just having a good race, keeping your tires up, getting your tires up to the right temperature, good race pace. And see and adapt to what happens around you. Right, a 1.1 gap though to Joe Royal, who has Links and Staff, and Paul has right behind, and a little gap of a second to Black Mamba here. Seems like Dylan also had a moment. It is 2.8 behind Brent. Oh, and Trolley behind him, Chevy, but now already ahead of him. Chevy, after a poor start last week where he got in trouble and then involved in an incident when he returned from the pit lane that took him out of the race. Got him no points. And then a bad start. He's already moving places, almost back into the points B12 for him. Prince is increasing his gap. 1.2. Right, now this is a good moment to have a look at who's on what tires. We have 2 guys on mediums leading the race. That's expected. Just not the order of it. Oh, someone's dropping down. Oh, Joe Royal is round. Careful. Well, he's going to drop to P13. And that means we're going to have 2 Mercedes drivers in P3 and 4 Links and Staff. And someone's round again. It's Royal again. Oh, Joe is not having fun. Drops to last. Come on. Yeah, his tires are probably cooking right now. He needs to get them under control again. And here we come up at the hairpin. Staff in P4 doing really well here actually. Meanwhile, with all the action on track, we missed action on the pitch. It's 3-0 Argentina. Where the crowd goes nuts is, yeah, the final is within reach, of course. 20 minutes to go in the game, 3-0 up. But back to the action on track. Steph, Polhuis and Mamba are very close to Links. Yeah, of course, has a bit trouble to keep up with the guys up front as he's on a harder compound tires. We have a yellow. Oh, no, not a McLaren again. Not a good day for McLaren, nor a good day for Alfa Romeo, but one of the Alfa Romeos is recovering very nicely with Chabi in P10 already and close to Brent in P9. Bosmots very quietly in P8. Ferrari in P5 and 7 in this battle for P3. Let's see. Well, despite having the better tires, Steph and Polhuis are not really able to make a move on Links. But let's see how that goes when they are on the long straight. Can they make a move then? Let's see how they are on ERS. Links on 41, Staff doing well on 70, Polhuis 70, Marcos pretty low. But he's also having trouble keep up with those three guys. Here they go, and Staff 6 cents behind, but Links is also gaining a bit on Nojak here. Staff and Polhuis unable to attack. But they're not losing time on the leaders. The gap between Prince and Nojak is still around 1.2. And to P3 is about, yeah, the same. So, Sandan picks up time. So if you look at the leader gap, guy in P5 is just 3.5 seconds away. That's not a lot after 5 laps. Where are the fights here with Shabby, who's ahead of Brett now? Moving up from P15 to P9. Brent P10. Oh, Dylan! No Dylan! Not sure if he has damage, and if he has, it's not major. Anyway, does lose 2 positions and not having a great racer. Come on, Dylan, you can do this. Now being passed by Stan and Wesley, and having Fox Blue right behind him. Back to the lead where Nojak is closing in on Prince. What are the gaps? The gaps. The ERS. Oh, Prince is pretty low on 30. No Jug a bit better, 48. Lynx and 24. Staff still high with the 65. So No Jug is really closing in now, and we could maybe see the first real attack on the lead. As it all getting really close. The top 5. Well, what are they? Top 5 within 3.1. And not even guys in 6 and 7 are far away. Alright, so here we go. Let's watch this. Oh, a yellow. That is red, I think. Nothing major. Loses one position. Here they come out of that long right-hander onto the long straight. No Jug is he? Is closing in, but not enough. Not enough. I believe No Jug is driving with a fairly high winds, which explains why he's not getting a lot on these straights. But Lynx's tires are not dropping off as much as the guys ahead or around him or behind him, which explains why he is closing into No Jug. So once again we see Lynx not really starting up front, starting with the harder compound and working his way up forward, as he did really good last week and won the race. Black Mamba really has trouble keeping up with the guys ahead. Gap is growing a few tenths every lap, is now 4 seconds behind Polhouse. So we really are having a battle of these top 5. And when the first pit stops come, we're gonna see some shoveling. Here they come again. And Lynx is now really closing in. He's within 4 tenths of No Jug. And it's clearly that he is, yeah, his tires are becoming the better ones. Look how close this is. The whole top 5 within 2.5 seconds. Prince, No Jug, Lynx, Stavroulis and Polhouse. Oh, Mamba picks up the pen. Probably went too wide at the exit of the last corner. Lynx is actually still improving his lap times. He's really close now. It's only 2.5 tenths. Let's go on board with him. And I think he may be on for an attack on the next straight. Especially if he can have good exit out of this corner. Oh, he's so close. 2 tenths. 2 tenths on No Jug. But No Jug has a better exit. Here comes the DRS that opens. So he's not really gaining a lot. Oh, there's a yellow. I think Bosmots might be in trouble. We'll have a look in a moment. Yeah, Bosmots dropping positions in the Williams. Right, here comes Lynx. Side by side here. And has the inside of the corner. Yeah, that seems to be like a clean overtake. Oh, and immediately he is probably going to go for the first position. Yeah, he's Jesus. Probably going to go for 2 overtakes in 1 lap. And then he has already taken the lead before the other guys have to go in. And he still has a stint to go on a better compound. So it's looking really, really good for Lynx here. But still is not yet passed. Oh, stand then round? Oh, where's that Marco? Marco's round. Ay, 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 ay. Marco losing position. Shabby, meanwhile, 2P7. Let's have a look at front again, as it's so close. This moves Trucker up to P6. And here, oh yeah, here comes Lynx. He does exactly the same as he did a lap ago with no jug. Now takes the lead at the start of lap 11 out of 28. Lynx takes the lead. And with 10 laps in, there's no doubt the medium tires will all be worn more than the hard tire of Lynx. So he might be even be able to pull a gap here. So well played by Lynx. Let's have a look at the total gaps. Let's see, where is Shabby? Shabby is 10.8 seconds away from the lead. That might be a bit much to fight for the win, but he still has a stint to go on a softer compound. He could go. Yeah, oh, someone's round. Fox Blue. And Brent is in trouble as well, I think, or at least losing a position. Oh, and No Joke decides to attack, go for a relatively early pit stop at the end of lap 11. Right, here he goes. Where is he going to drop back to? Oh, and Brent is out. Brent is out. Brent, was that in the pit lane? Not sure it was in the pit lane or against the wall. Let's hope this is not resulting into a safety car. Let's see if we may see Brent. I think his car is returning to track. That means it was a pit lane retirement. Brent, you should know better. But perhaps there was a good reason for it. Watch out here for this. See, that's his car. And his car will move over to the side of the track. Now, see, and this is exactly why it's dangerous to retire in a pit lane. Because your car could just stand still on track when it reaches the pit lane again. Anyway, back to the lead. Prince pits, Stavroulis pits. This moves Polhaus up to P2. 2.7 seconds behind Lynx, who's in the lead still. Where are you going to Prince and Staff drop back? Are they going to drop back behind No Jerk or ahead? Let's go on board with No Jerk here. No Jerk lost the positions to Staff here. Oh! Jerk's teammate with a bit of a snap there. Well, there's a yellow. It's Fox Blue again. I know you're not 18 yet, but I really should stop drink and drive because that's how it looks like. The two-time Division 3 champion is having a tough start of the season so far. Anyway, luckily no safety car yet. Paul has decides to pit. Trucker, who started on hards, still out there, 10 seconds behind. Lynx and Shabby is just 5/10 behind him. And oh, there's a car in trouble. That's, oh, Dimix again. Not having a good start. Paul has did well. I think the overcut worked. Wow. So No Jerk decided to pit as earliest of this group. Oh, what's going on here? But he drops back the most positions, and be careful here, be careful here. Wesley is not fighting too hard, as he knows I'm on all tires, so this is not my fight now. Is it not Wesley? No, it's No Jug actually losing, and Poaz losing the positions actually. Well, Shabby moves up to P2, passing Trucker. So, despite Shabby being last during lap 1, oh, and what's the yellow? Jesus, what's wrong with these McLarens today? And Fox Blue is out. Oh, this could be a safety car. Fox Blue out. Fox Blue out. "13 cars left. No safety car. One, two, three, four, 5 cars that still have to pit. And Lynx having an 11-second lead over Shabby. If Shabby is able to take a little bit off that big lead, he could get in the fight still. For P5, maybe more, maybe podium. Let's have a look at it. It's the total time, right? Let's say you lose 22 seconds. Maybe 24 with the pit stop puts him at 35, but Trucker, Wesley, and Royal have to pit as well. He's gonna come on track about a second or 5, I think, behind Stavroulis. And Prince seems to be unleashed on those hards though, because neither Paul has no jug or Stav is able to keep up with him. Paul has now getting into rhythm, posting it fastest lap time. Wesley finally pitting. He's probably going to drop back to P11. Right. Chevy and Trucker not. Yeah, they're still. What if they lost? Like half a second in the last few laps? But Prince is doing fine. Oh, another McLaren in trouble. And boy. Oh, there's something wrong with that McLaren today. It's Standen who's in trouble once again. Pits. Now. Let's see what he does. Oh, and Lings pits as well. Right. Let's see what Shabby will pit as well, I think. Yeah. Trucker does too. So the top 3 pit, and that, I think, where is it? Oh yeah, I think Prince. Oh, that's really close. Fight for the lead here. Fight for the lead side by side, Lings and Prince. Everyone has pitted now. Lings remains the lead. He'll take a time for his tires will get up to temperature, but once they are, he'll be quicker on the softer compound tires. Right, so 2.2 seconds behind Prince's Pause. They're having a really good race. Jug in P4. 2.7 behind Paul as in Stav in P5. Another good result coming up for Stav. And Shabby is 5.4 behind Stav, but on better tires. I think Stav could... No, Shabby could go past Stav. Because he's going to need... No, at least half a second a lap. And maybe even plus Jug. So I think a P4 is possible. But let's look at what Prince does. Is he able to fight back to the lead? He led quite a portion of the race. Wesley moving past Bosmots for P9. Trucker still very close to Shabby, not willing to let go here. Oh, and is that another goal by Argentina? Or a repeat? Oh, that was a repeat. So Argentina won a game, 3-0 to them. They're in the final. Here we are in the final 10 laps. Oh, and Shabby is closing in really quickly. He's gained 3 seconds in 2 laps. That's huge. And we see improvements of the fastest lap now with Lynx, as of course he's on fresh mediums. Shabby goes even quicker with a 34.444. Right, seems like Lynx is checking out for the win, so unless we get a safety car, not wanting to jinx this one, it looks like he is running off with a second win this season. And the battle is a bit behind him. Bullhouse is actually getting a little bit closer for Prince for that P2. No Jock is having trouble keeping up and might be on his way to another P4. Even though that's an excellent result for the man. You have to be a little bit disappointed if you started from pole position. Right, Shabby with the overtake on Staff. P5. Next up, No Joke. Oh, what's that yellow? It's already gone. Oh, Shabby is closing in so quickly. 1.5 seconds on No Joke. He's gonna get P4. I don't think P3 is possible, but because the gap is still 5 seconds, 4.8. Oh, Trucker now has... Oh, Trucker and Staff fighting. Staff not willing to give up that easily. It's the Greek versus the Scot. Meanwhile, we have Mamba, Bosmots and Wesley. Oh! fighting. But Wesley got a huge pen there. 10 seconds, not sure what happened there. But it's dropped uneven to P12 with a penalty outstanding. So not a great race for Wesley. Paul has now within a second of Prince. Wow. Could he go for a second position? Yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh. Oh, Staff in trouble. Staff in trouble. Oh, yeah. In his fight with Trucker, that's cost him a lot of time. He's going to be a bit in no man's land. You know what? I was about to say, with 18 seconds behind him, he could even pit for a fresh start to go for last lap, but the gap is reduced to 10 seconds now. He'll be finishing in 7th. Powerhouse is still fighting with everything he's got for the P2, but hey, look at that, Shabby. Here he comes. Wow, I would have loved to see what he could have done if he wouldn't have been in trouble on lap 1. Oh, no! Oh, contact with no jug there. No jug spins. I don't know if there was contact actually, but no jug spins. And drops to P6 with Trucker now in P5. Scott's been having a good race tonight. Shabby P4. Yeah, and it certainly has cost Chevy time, so I doubt you can now go for anything better but P4. Was Mods dropping a position to Wesley? Links with a comfortable lead of 8 seconds over Prince. What a well, dominant victory this is gonna be. Paul House is still gaining. It's now 6/10. Shabby with 5 seconds behind those guys. Seems a bit ambitious to gain even more positions. Trucker keeps following Shabby. Right, a bit further back, we keep seeing position changes between Wesley and Dimix. Bossmod's close behind, but Wesley has this huge pen. So your fight for P2 is with Prince and Powerhouse. We had no safety cars, no virtual ones. And that prevented that guys who were in trouble early on were being able to get back into the mix. Oh, Paul has really trying here with his former teammate. They were teammates last season. On the attack now, and maybe this fight will cost him a lot of time and could bring Shabby back into the race for a podium. Yellow on track, yellow on track. Oh, that's Wesley. Oh, gee, he's having a horrific race. Come on, Wesley. Oh, yeah, Wesley decides to pit, and no doubt he's going to go through softs, and yeah, he's going to go for the statistic with the fastest lap. And is Shabby able to close in quickly on the numbers 2 and 3? Yes, he is. Poorhouse with the overtake on Prince on the straight. And Shabby only 3 seconds behind now, but not, yeah, really close with him still is Trucker with P5. Wow. Oh, if they only had a few more laps, they would have been able to close it. Poorhouse in second. What a marvelous race by him. Is Shabby able to close the gap even more? He's going to need 1.5 seconds a lap. That's, well, actually a second a lap. Seems ambitious, but you do know we're talking about the 3-time champion here. Prince, is he able to fight back maybe? Oh, 0.8, Shabby is closing in, but not enough. So let's have a look on board with Trucker as he's behind Shabby. Definitely gaining. No more arrest for the Scotsman. Is he going to go for an attempt? Is he? He is! Oh, takes the inside ear and gets the position. But Shabby fights back. Shabby fights back, but the next corner is to the left. That is going to be Trucker's corner. Oh, good fight here with these two guys. Shabby fights back. Well done. Good racing right above. It has cost them some time though. The fight for P4, but P1 is gee, with a big lead. It's Lynx for a second win in a row. Oh, and Stan Den. Well, what a horror race for this man today. Wesley, what are you able to? Are you going to give us that fastest lap of the race? Bosmans comes in. Bosmans has been in. No, that's not the fastest lap of the race, Wesley. As we are now in the final lap of the race with Lynx. Shabby and Trucker fighting once again for that P4. Well, Lynx is leading. He is halfway through the final lap. We have Poorhouse in second, a surprising number 2. We have Prince in third, where you have Shabby in fourth in a good battle. We're not going to leave this battle anymore because you keep changing positions. Well, we're going to have to leave the battle because we're going to show the winner soon. Boss Mods is on fresh tires. He may be able. But first, quickly, we're gonna jump to the winner with Lynx crosses the line, and then we're gonna quick switch back to Trucker Shabby. Well, Paul, no, it stays the same. Paul House comes over the line in second. Prince is the one in third. Shabby fourth. Trucker fifth. Good battle between those two. No Jug struggled a bit on those hard tires. Finishing in sixth. Staff. Same, and had a moment, and is in seventh now. Joe Royal, yeah, also had one or two moments and finished P8. Mama is gonna finish in P9, 2 points for the Austrian. Dylan is gonna be in P10. The final points, so double point score for AlphaTauri, and now we have Bossmods, and Izzy is the only one to finish because Stan and Wesley have been lapped. Have a look at fastest lap in hands of Chevy, but he's 34.444. Is this? Yeah, he does it. He does take it. Takes away a point from Shabby, actually. Paul as driver of today. Well, could be. Right, and here are the results. We have Lynx, Paul Hazard Prince on the podium with Lynx as winner. Down we have Shabby, Trucker, No Jug, Stavridis, Joe Royal, Mamba, and Dimix. In top 10 we have Bossmods, Tenden, Wesley, Fox Blue, and Brent. Let's take a few screenshots of that. For the results. Right, and then this was your episode 2 of the season for Division 1. Hopefully next week we're back together, Nell and me, for comms. Don't forget tomorrow, Nell and me in action in Division 4 on the same track. Division 2 driving as well, and on Thursday we'll be having Division for 5, and of course Division 0, the open class racing series. So lots of racing still going on next week as well before we enter the Christmas break. And during the Christmas break we're having our yearly Nations Cup, where all teams driving for their nation, well, no, all drivers driving in teams for the nation will fight for the title. With the defenders of Austria, will they will try to defend their title. So make sure you watch that as well. All still to come this year. For now, have a great night. Thank you for watching and see you soon.